Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Today I am so excited to show you this little bit of a project that I got done. I was inspired by a video I saw that was posted by another close to my heart maker. Maker is what I am called now. They changed the terminology. We are not consultants anymore, but we are makers. And I think that is a very fitting description because it is what we do. We make stuff. So this maker, her name is Ginni, she posted this little flip-flappy photo layout thing, and it was just really cool. I will put a link in the description below the video here, and you can go check it out. But it just sparked a little something in me, and I thought, ooh, I could insert what I want to do. What I needed to do was start tackling some of the memorabilia that I have been hoarding for many years. I will typically go on a trip. I buy a souvenir. I take that bag from the souvenir and I use it as a collection spot for all of the bits and pieces that I pick up along the way. Brochures, ticket stubs, all that kind of stuff. And I bring it home. I place it in a prominent spot in my craft room. Mentally decide I'm going to get at it and I'm going to do something with it. And it eventually gets moved to somewhere. It's gone. It's in a bag, it's in a box, it's in a bin, it's in a tote. It's all the things. And I have many trips worth of stuff to deal with. And so when I saw this little flip-flap action that she had going on in her video, I thought that was such a cool thing and that maybe I could do it with my memorabilia. So here's one of our D-ring albums. This is my favorite kind. This one is black. And I got out my flip-flaps and my Pocket Plus pages and my 12 by 12 pages, and I went after it and got some stuff done. So 3 years ago, we were invited to my niece and nephew's graduation from high school out in Colorado. We flew out there and went to their graduation and then went to Georgetown to ride the train. So here is our invitation to the graduation. Here are their thank you notes. And they fit perfectly in our 5 by 7 flip-flaps. I used this new thin cut that we have. It is called the Border Tab Thin Cut. This is what it looks like. And I think right now it is in our September-October catalog. And this little stamp set is also a part of it. I got this as part of a bundle from a bigger collection, but it is available individually. And I use that same shape for all of my little lifters. So I just made some little lifters to let people know that there's something you need to do here. And then I have the commencement program, and it's just tucked in, so it's loose and it can be removed if you want to look at it. They are from Arapahoe High School, and they are Arapahoe Indian is their mascot. And it was a really cool thing because the Arapahoes were there in attendance. They have an agreement, an arrangement with the Arapahoe tribe that they are able to be the Arapahoe Indians. I think they're the Arapahoe Indians. I'm not positive, but I think they are. So here is some space where I'm going to write up about all the things that we learned about that coexistence between Arapahoe High School and Arapahoe, the tribe. And they come into the school, they teach them the dances and help them to understand about the history of their tribe. And it is a very interesting coexistence. And I think it's a really great cross-cultural experience for those students. I then delved into, okay, I have a map of Colorado. So I cut the pictures off the front of the map showing different scenes in Colorado, and then I cut out the part of the map around the Denver metro area. And then here's a little bit of a close-up. And that's all in one 12 by 12. This is some pockets that I created using some Sweet Leaf cardstock. Sweet Leaf is retired now, but I have it in my stash, and so I'm using it up. I did a video, it probably posted about a week before this one will post, and I showed a process of making pockets to hold greeting cards. Same kind of principle here. I just wanted to be able to tuck the stuff in and get at it if I wanted to. And, you know, this has our airline tickets, all of the receipts, our car rental. And I hang on to this stuff because it has all the dates. So I know exactly when we went on this trip. And I know exactly what we did. We rented a car, we stayed in a hotel, we flew. You know, all of that kind of stuff is here. Then on to the train. We went up to Georgetown and we rode the Georgetown Loop. And this is a brochure. This is a flip flap that is 4 by 12. This is no longer available. This size has been discontinued. But this would work with a 6 by 12, which we still have. I wrote a little bit about it. Here's another brochure. And again, I used that same shape. I just left the paper a little longer, but it's that same tab shape and all the same color. I find that when I'm a little overwhelmed by the scope of a project, if I capsule the project, which means limit the number of supplies that I use, it helps to calm me down. So it may seem a little boring to some people that I didn't use a bunch of different colors, but for me, it helps me to feel calm about the project. A couple of little pattern pieces that I had laying around. Heart that was laying around. Again, I used the exact same shape in that same Sweet Leaf paper. This is the 6 by 12 Pocket Plus that holds 4 by 6 photos and paper. And these are postcards. Postcards, to me, make the best pictures of anything that we've gone to do. They have the best pictures, and on the back side then, I leave it open so that you can read what's on the postcard. It gives you a nice little description of the photo. This side here, I slid in our tickets from going on the Georgetown Loop. Here, I'm using the 8.5 by 11 page protectors. They also fit perfectly in our scrapbooks. D-ring or postbound. They're punched to fit. This was a little flyer that had been tucked inside and I didn't want it to interfere with what you were seeing on the page, so I pulled it out, took a 1 by about 6-inch piece of white daisy cardstock, folded it in half and made a little hinge and just adhered this little brochure and then adhered the brochure hinge to the page protector. So I kind of created a flip flap without the flip flap, if you will. Then here, these pages fit in here perfectly because of course they're 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper and they're two-sided. And then I had the photo. We are tourists and act like it, and we buy all of the tourist photos because they're cool. So this is the Georgetown Loop Railroad out in Colorado. And then I had some more leftover little hearts. I also used the black enamel dots. And that was all I did for embellishments. Again, in keeping it capsulated, it helps me to get the project done if I limit what I'm using. And that's all I've gotten done on this. Now it's time to get at doing the photos. And I think now I will be more inspired to get this whole trip taken care of and scrapbooked. So I hope that you find some inspiration. That is my main goal when I post these videos. I hope that something here sparks an idea and helps you to not feel so overwhelmed about a project where you have a bunch of stuff to take care of. This is a great way to do it. Thank you for stopping by. Have a blessed day, and I will see you next time.